What's going on, everyone? Just making a little video here of UFC 325, my official fight predictions. So I'm just gonna do the main card here, starting off with Quaylen Salkill versus Jamie Malarkey. Hope there's not a bunch of malarkey going on. Just kidding. That was kind of bad dad joke, but anyway, Salkill coming off that crazy. You might own a bakery knockout, head kick knockout in I think it was Abu Dhabi, and I think all his fights in the UFC have been by any knockout, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, everybody out there. Against Jamie Malarkey, I'm going to go with Quaylen. Sorry, Mr. Malarkey, but they're both from Australia. I'm going with Quaylen Salkill. He's got this huge momentum behind him. And yeah, that's my pick for that one. So let's just move up next to here, Mr. Tuivasa versus Talison Teixeira. Teixeira from Brazil. Obviously, Teixeira, a huge Brazilian last name. Tai Tuivasa. I think he's from Samoa, but it says Australia. Let's check out their tail of the tape here. Tuivasa coming off of five straight losses in the heavyweight division, obviously. He's looking for a comeback, for a win. He needs to get it. I don't know if this will be his last fight, but he needs to get a win. And I think he might do it. He's 6'2" versus Teixeira 6'7", which is pretty big. That's huge. Teixeira only has one loss. They're both coming off losses. 265 pounds for Tai Tuivasa, 258 for Mr. Teixeira. Yes, Tuivasa has some short legs. Anyway, so I'm going with Tuivasa. Hopefully we get to see a shoey this weekend. Next, Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Fiziev coming off of wins last fight. Rufy having lost. Rafael Fiziev is 13-4. Rufy 12-2. Rafael Fiziev come from Kyrgyzstan. Rufy from Brazil. 5'8" for Rafael. 5'11" for Rufy. 155 pounds, lightweight division. Rafael has a shorter reach. Rufy has a way longer reach. A similar leg length. Next, let's go up to sorry, my computer's a little glitchy here. Oh, there it goes. BST versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. Lightweight bout. Hooker's coming off loss, obviously, to Arman Sarukian. He's 24-13. And BSD's coming off a win, 16-3, with no contest. Dan is from New Zealand, and BSD is from France. Dan has a 1-inch height advantage of 6 feet tall. BSD 5'11", 155 pounds. Dan Hooker has a 2-inch reach advantage, a 2-inch leg advantage. Pretty crazy. But I am going with I'm going to go with BSD. I don't know. I like both of them. I really don't have a bias towards any one of them, but I'm going to go with that. It says odds here. There's no odds on the UFC website. But I think BSD is the favorite, to be honest. And he's ranked number 8. And Dan Hooker's ranked number 6. And on to the big main card, the main event. Featherweight title bout. Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Diego Haircut Lopez. No, that's not his nickname, but I just named him that. Obviously, Alex Volkanovski beat Diego Lopez last. His last fight was against Diego Lopez for the title, vacant title, which he won. It was a good fight, close matchup, I think. Maybe could have gone either way. I think Alex won that. But then Diego